Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as it is for me on this lovely sunny day in York. It's been absolutely sweating. Absolutely loved it. New haircut day. For all you guys who hated the mop, it'll come back eventually, though. It always does. It grows far too quickly. This is just a short video just because of the rumours that are flying around about Nick Pope. I thought I'd take a closer look and compare him to Dubravka and to see what we'll be getting. Will we be getting a better goalkeeper, or will we be getting someone who would be a number two if we actually went in and got him? £10 million, someone said. Bernie have said £40 million, which is never going to happen. He's not worth that much at his age. But without further ado, let's have a look at what they compare, how they compare, because it's very interesting. So according to one site, Nick Pope's got a better SPR rate. Now, world-class SPR rate is 70 and above. Anything around about the 55 to 65 mark is very good. So it's not too bad. I mean, the age comparison, Pope is 30, Dubravka's 33. Obviously, England for Pope, so he comes with that English tax. And then we've got, obviously, Slovakia for Dubravka, as we know. Surprisingly, Dubravka is almost the same size as Pope, which I was a bit surprised to read there. I don't know if they've actually got that right or not, to be honest with you. Preferred foot, they're definitely both right-footed. And you can see from the spider graph that Nick Pope seems to be a bit of a better all-round player. He's got a bit better defending there, which means he can come out and tackle. I don't know if it's because of his long legs. He can get in there. Appearances, Pope's got a few more, and a few, obviously, more minutes played as well because of that. So moving on to the next one, it's obviously, again, everything's tight. But if you have a look, Pope is looking like the better player. Ground rules is the only thing that Dubravka seems to be beating him on. Everything else, Pope seems to be just edging. And recoveries is obviously a big one for me of a goalkeeper. And Pope has got an extra bar on his there. So that shows me that he could be a better goalkeeper, to be fair. We could be getting a really good deal if we go for him. Someone who'll challenge Dubravka for the number one spot and maybe take it off him. And this also proves it on this one as well. Save success ratio, he's got an extra bar. Close range save ratio, you can see he's slightly better as well because Dubravka's bar is a lot more grayed out. Distribution accuracy, slightly in Dubravka's favour. But long range save ratio, Nick Pope is out in head there as well, because you can see Dubravka's is fading away. And we know Nick Pope, with his height, his length, with his arms, he's certainly no dinosaur, like one little guy down the road, is he? But yeah, so Nick Pope is looking like the better goalkeeper as it is, from the stats halfway through. Before I go any further on stats, don't forget, guys, we've got 8 of these left to sell. Metal powdered coated crests, £40. UK delivery included. Absolutely fantastic badges. So please contact me via Twitter or in the description below. Please check that out, and it's got my email address in. Now back to the stats. I love a good stat. So Nick Pope again. His average SOFA score is slightly better. It's nearly 7. Obviously, Dubravka's is nearly 7 as well if you round it up. But you can see some of the teams that he's had good games against, Spurs, Villa, and Dubravka, obviously a great game against Liverpool. I remember that game very well. But a poor game against, City probably really wasn't his fault, was it? To be honest with you, everyone got absolutely battered that day, but bring his score right down, even though he probably wouldn't have saved many of them. So he did parry one out into the goal, though, didn't he? Which was a bit disappointing. And then if we have a look at total played, Pope has obviously played more games last season. Dubravka was injured for a bit. 26 games to Pope's 36. He played the whole season. They both played all 90 minutes when they were in there. Dubravka made Team of the Week once and Pope made it twice. Goals conceded per game, 1.3 for each of them. Not one of them saved a penalty, which is very strange for Nick Pope in my eyes, because I would have thought you'd have a big advantage over other goalkeepers. Like I say, the length of him, the reach that he gets. Shots saved per game, 3.4 to 2.8, which is interesting. And run-outs per game, 0.8 to 0.3, and they both got 100%, but a bit more for Pope there in that stat, which again is surprising. Then on to the last stat. I always find these very interesting. Goals conceded, 47 Pope, obviously in a relegated Burnley, 35 for Dubravka, but played a lot less games. Conceded from inside the box, 43 to 33. Conceded from outside the box, 4 to 2. Saves made, 121 to 73. So that just shows you what kind of task Pope had in front of him. Saves from inside the box, 79 to 54. And saves from outside the box, 40 to 18. So he was obviously getting peppered a lot more. Saves caught, 1 each. Very strange for goalkeepers these days. They love punching and parrying, don't they? And then says on that stat below, saves parried 28, saves parried 15 for Dubravka. So the stats don't lie, do they, really, sometimes? I mean, again, you got to look with your eye and watch. One thing I will say, guys, is please check the description below. There's a TikTok link to the video of Nick Pope's best saves from the last couple of years. If you want to see what he's been like, please check the video out. It's about 3 minutes long. It's worth watching because there's some fantastic saves in there and gives you an idea of what kind of goalkeeper we would be getting if we did get him. So on the comparison of the stats, personally, I think Pope is a slightly better goalkeeper on stats. I think a lot of Newcastle fans need to get away of the whole we love Martin Dubravka, because we do love him. Don't get me wrong. But he's now 33, coming up to 34. He's a little bit injury prone. We need another fantastic number 2 to push him and maybe push him out the team. You know, it's all the likes of like Shelby and all these, Murphy. People like them. Miggy, we like them. We love them. But if they don't have the quality, it's time that, they got replaced. And that's what we're going to be looking at. We need to be looking at quality to get us into that top 8, top 6, and dreaming top 4. You just never know. But I think if Nick Pope's available at the right price, I wouldn't go any higher than 20 million. I think that would be a great price for him. I would definitely consider signing him. And why not? He's a great goalkeeper. He's been an England goalkeeper and he wants to go to the World Cup. So he's got a lot to prove. So it's definitely a yes for me, and hopefully we get him. And before I go, guys, don't forget, metal signs, £40, almost gone. And if you are enjoying our videos, the transfer videos, stats videos, live shows, all that sort of stuff, and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please hit it, and please consider becoming a member. But that's everything from me. Please tune in on Sunday night. We will have our banter show, transfer banter show. Face went a bit funny there because a bee flew the door. I'm not a fan of bees or wasps. But please join in Sunday night and watch our banter show, transfer banter show. Hoping to have some good guests on there, fingers crossed. But really enjoyed it. Have a good night, everyone, and enjoy your weekend while I'm at work. Take care.